You know, sometimes when you think to yourself, if someone would have told me 10 years ago what I would be doing right now, I would never have believed it. Well, I have one of those moments right this instant. My name is Noemie, and welcome to the weirdest episode of the Wildcrafters, where as a 30-year-old mother, I tattoo myself in my living room without any experience whatsoever with a tattoo machine. Talk about confidence right there. If I screw this up, I'll be reminded of my failure for the rest of my life, basically. Yep, just that. I think I'm actually a little bit crazy for doing this. What am I doing? Okay, I have to admit I still have some valuable experiences under my belt. Adding to the fact that I make a living from art, I've also been doing hand-poke tattoos as a hobby for the past 4 years, and I know the basic rules of tattooing. But apparently, using a machine is very different, and like with any other art medium, you need to get familiar with it before doing it for clients. So, since I'll be tattooing 1 day a week in my village starting next month, I thought it would be best if I'm my own guinea pig to learn how to use the machine properly. Okay, I think I'm ready, but I can't help but feel just a tiny bit scared. It's different tattooing someone else than tattooing yourself, because you need to stay very focused, even though it's a bit painful. So, let's learn the machine, shall we? Yeah, first I was going just a bit too gently and the ink wasn't going into my skin, but now it does. Woo! Okay, and I need not to forget to stop the machine before dipping it. It's a bit like using a very big Sharpie. It's actually surprisingly easy. Yeah, it's much harder to do hand poke tattoos actually, because you need to build up a line from like each little dots, end up building a line, but with this you basically just draw like a pen. It's cool, really cool. And the paint is very manageable. Of course I'm just getting started, so it might evolve, but for now that's totally fine. The thing I'm not used to is how I have this on a pretty low voltage, meaning my machine is going quite slowly because I don't want to mess my first tattoo up. But I'm used to drawing like very quick lines when I'm doing traditional drawing. So yeah, it really needs some getting used to build up lines slowly. But it's going well. I'm surprised. Shouldn't talk too fast, huh? It's interesting. When I do hand poke tattoos, I have to wipe it off very often, more often, for some reason. Wow, I think I'm getting the hang of it. I like it. Doesn't hurt too much either. crazy how fast it's going. When I do hand pokes, a project like this would take me like maybe 6 hours or 7 hours, and now I'm already like a third of the way done, and took me like 20 minutes. It's crazy. I think I'm done with the line work, which is amazing. It's been, I don't know how much time, but I would guess about an hour. That's really beyond my expectation for this little design. I basically wanted it to be very scribbly, so I used a very fine needle to do very thin lines. And now I'm going to try out some of the shader needles and just do a little bit of more shading, and then we'll be done. I can't believe it went very well. Like, only the first stroke or two I was a little bit shaky, but then I just went with the flow like I do with my usual artworks, and I'm really pleased with what it looks like so far. I am done. It's beautiful. I'm really happy with it. It's everything I wanted it to be. And now that I'm done with the little stressful part of this project, I want to tell you a bit about why I chose that particular design. It's an old Norse symbol, which was a compass, like a spiritual compass for warriors to find their way through bad weathers and through very difficult battles. And this symbol really speaks to me, and I would like it to make me remember to never lose my north in life. I keep doing what feels true to my heart, and yeah, I think it's just a beautiful symbol, and I'm really happy to wear it for life now. Something I really love about being in my 30s now is how I'm not afraid anymore of being the weird person that I am. I remember when I was younger how badly I wanted to fit in. I always felt like I was different than my peers in many ways, and when I grew up, I suddenly asked myself, why fit in when you can stand out? And from that point on, my life took a very interesting turn, and I never felt happier about not being so typical. Embracing my uniqueness has led me to amazing experiences and people which I feel very grateful to have in my life now. Remi is one of those lovely people. Speaking of which, you might have noticed that he isn't very much in front of the camera lately. He has been very busy doing carpentry for our neighbors. He wanted me to say hi for him though, and that he will be there again starting next week. He has built beautiful stairs from scratch, and it was a good challenge to test out his skills. It turned out really nicely. Thank you so much for following along, and please consider subscribing and liking this video. It helps us very much spreading some good content out there. I love you all, and have a wonderful week.